My name is Shyla, and I'm from Indiana, Pennsylvania, and I recently became pretty much homeless. I have two daughters, they're 9 and 11. I was relying heavily on rental assistance from the state, but the funding was cut. I was unable to make my rent anymore and was facing an eviction. So I reached out to Family Promise, which is a shelter for families. And one of my main concerns was, what was I going to do with my dog? He is absolutely like the love of our lives. And I was terrified that I was going to have to surrender him. So I called a local animal shelter here in Indiana, and they actually told me about Tim and Harmony Dog Rescue. It was like a godsend, like it was like meant to be. I would have had to come into shelter and surrender my dog, and that would have been absolutely heartbreaking. My girls are so attached to him, and I am too. We talk about Pablo every single day. Like, I'm starting to tear up because I miss him so much. But he's been placed with a volunteer who's awesome. Her name is Suzanne, and she keeps in contact with me. And Pablo is basically living his best life. My girls were very concerned about the dog, and I assured them that he's in a very safe place. And they firmly believe that now, and they know, because Suzanne's been great with sending videos. We miss him, but we have the comfort of knowing that once we're done with what we have to do here, that we can get our dog back. And that means everything to us, because he has been the highlight of our life.
Hello, my name is Suzanne Austin, and I am a volunteer foster for harmonydogrescue.org. I was lonely, in my life, and I just thought, what, my daughter moved out. I thought, I think I'll just get more dogs. They're just pure love. They're love. And you can see and feel their gratitude. They're just beautiful. They're wonderful. And they just make you laugh and smile. And when I'm sad, they come in the door, they know I'm sad. From across the yard, they know. So they're amazing. We don't deserve them, honestly. So these are a couple of my guys that I've taken in. This is a foster fail. His name is Murr. This is Pablo. He's so fun. I don't mind having him here. So hi, Pabs. Hi, little Pabs. Pablo's very intelligent. He's very sweet, and he's funny, and he loves to play with all the other dogs that come through here. I would be happy to keep Pablo if he can't go back home, because I love him. He's adorable. And he gets along with everybody and makes them want to play. Pablo's family is in shelter, and they call and check in to see that he's okay. And when I first got Pablo, he was intact, and he needed neutered, and Tim paid for that. Tim is just such a good man, and I think that there's a need for this.
Historically, we have had either families that chose not to come into shelter because they didn't want to give up their pets, or they gave up their pets and came into shelter. And that is just heartbreaking, because as you know, pets are part of your family. Our system focuses on not creating trauma for children. It's traumatic enough for children to come into shelter. It's also very traumatic for parents. It's a very high stress period of time. With Harmony, they don't have to give that pet up, which helps decrease trauma in parents and in children. It is just such a valuable resource. A lot of times families, what they do is they make a really bad decision and get into yet another difficult living situation that is insecure. Like maybe they'll move in with a boyfriend or a girlfriend, or maybe they'll just couch surf from friend to friend to friend to friend, or maybe they'll opt to live in their car instead of coming into shelter because they just don't want to give up that pet. We're not like a traditional shelter. In traditional shelters, they focus on rapid rehousing, come in, find them someplace to live, and move them out. Here, we really feel like we need to look at why a family has become homeless and equip them with the skills, knowledge, and resources that they need, because we never want them to be homeless again.
Workers that are volunteers who work here during the day, they work with me on finances, how to manage and budget properly so that I don't find myself in this situation again in the future. And they also help with finding me affordable housing, which is my main goal. My goal, of course, is to be able to stabilize my life for me and my girls. I think without Harmony and having that knowledge that Pablo's being taken care of while I'm here, it would have definitely been awful. I can't wait to be reunited with Pablo, and I've would love to help Harmony out when we're done with our situation.